Hey everyone, well as promised I'm updating you on my new skincare routine. This is my 1 month update. If you've been following me a little bit either through the vlogs or just me talking about my skincare, you know I've had a little bit of a rough go. I've mentioned it in a few videos. I started a new system, I don't know, it's probably been a month and a half to 2 months ago now, and I really didn't care for it right away. I only stuck with it about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I did take some notes every day on it so that I could remember what was going on with my skin. And many of you asked me what that was, but at the time I was still using it, so I wasn't prepared to say anything. Well, at the time, what I started and what was bothering my skin was the Obagi Nu Derm. It's something I'd kind of been on the fence about for a long time, but I'd always heard people get great results. But I was kind of always a little bit, skeptical about it because I know your skin goes through many changes on the way to getting great skin. And for any of you that have been with me a while, no, I don't have great skin at all. I've touched on, my skin problems. For those of you just joining me, I have, acne scarring, I have, sun damage, I have pretty much any kind of issue you can imagine with your skin. So, anyway, stopped that about a week and a half or so into it because it was just irritating my skin so much. One product in particular out of the line, but anyway, I was just like, my skin shouldn't go through this much trouble to, even if it is going to look great in the end, because it was just really damaging my skin. And I feel like I actually have more redness and some broken capillaries because of that now. Here on my cheeks. I've always had a little bit of redness up in here, but now I feel like through here, I noticed on one side in particular, the side that was always irritating me, now, I'm left with that. So another skincare line that I'd kind of always been interested in and looked into, probably since last summer when I first bought my first 2 products, was Origins. If you have seen any of my videos, I had the Origins Vitazing and I tried out their I can't remember now, it's totally escaping me. I'll remember and put an annotation. The eye cream, the ginseng eye cream. Well, I didn't really love either one of those. I liked the eye cream, but I found after a while it kind of almost seemed to dry out my under eye area. So I gave those to a friend of mine that loves them and uses those, so that was great that I could pass that on. But in the meantime, when I started using that, I was looking into the brand more, looking, at reviews, reading everything online that I could, trying to look up YouTube videos. So I decided when I stopped using the Obagi, I was just totally going to try Origins and see what I thought. And that's what I've been doing for about a month now, maybe a little bit more. And I can tell you, I love it. I am hooked on this line. Some of you have even commented that you think my skin's looking better, that it looks like I've kind of went over the peak of, bad skin, which I obviously have makeup on. I'm never going to have perfect skin. I would have to go to pretty drastic results to get that, and that's just not something I'm willing to do. And then when I saw a few videos online recently, especially with Lisa SZ09, she's around my age. I kind of always listen to people, around my age, what they have to say about products or if their skin type's similar. And she just raved about a lot of the products. So I thought, between my research, watching her video and some others, I thought I'm going to just go all in. Stop using every single thing I have, including, my favorite Kate Somerville products that I've always used. And I'm just going to totally use this line. So I'm just going to share with you what I use and how I use it. I first went out and bought this age erasing kit from Sephora. And then it just said, I'll read to you on the box, so 94% saw a reduction in the appearance of lines and wrinkles. It was $46. It comes with 3 products. It comes with the Checks and Balances face wash and a small thing of Plant Scription, and then a full size of the Starting Over. So this was a great value, a good way for me to get started. I'll show you what they look like. This is the face wash, which I absolutely love. This is the tiny little thing of Plant Scription. And then this is what the starting over looks like. And this is my daytime moisturizer. So we'll start with that. They also have now an oil-free version, but I just have the regular and it works fine. You can see it's like a really thick cream. It has, it says, you know, it's age erasing moisturizer with mimosa. And what I'll do is put links to everything below from the Sephora website so you can read about them, because I'm sure I'm not going to do it justice, or I'm going to forget, because I have a lot of things going on in my head trying to get, you know, the information out to you guys. But it's kind of thick, but I like that. It doesn't feel greasy at all. It does have that slight citrus smell, which I think is nice. It absorbs into the skin really nicely. Really, really love this. I've not tried the oil-free right now. I don't feel like I need that this time of year. I'm combination skin, which meaning a little bit dry on the forehead, the cheek area, and then the T-zone, I can be a little bit oily. So that's what I use for my day moisturizer. And then you saw the face wash, which I absolutely love this. I love this so much, I wanted to keep this small size, and I went out and bought the full size. So you can see the difference here. This is 5 ounces and this is 1.7. So I wanted to keep this for travel. But it is a nice creamy face wash. It says checks and balances frothy face wash. And it basically just leaves your skin feeling great. It's not overly dried out or stripped. Like, it just feels nice. Like, you don't feel the need to rush and put moisturizer on right away. At least I don't. It's a very nice balancing moisturizer. You need the slightest amount, like a pea-size amount, and you know, it's good for your whole face. And like I said, it's a frothy face wash. So if you like that little bit of like creaminess, bubble a little bit, then this is a nice one. You'll like this. Totally love this. Now, as far as the serums go, I have been using this a little bit. I think I'm going to buy the full size. This is the Plantscription. But it's so small, to be honest, I haven't been using it a lot because I don't want to run out. And I've been using something kind of in its place. But I'm pretty sure I want the full size of this. So what I would do after I cleanse my face is put on a serum. Either this, or I did buy separately the Dr. Weil, or Weil, I never remember how you say his name, for Origins, the Mega Bright. And I bought this because obviously I have, I said, you know, I have a lot of sun damage, I have a lot of redness. I wanted to see if that would help. So far, I really haven't noticed anything, to be honest. It is a nice product. I put it like on my neck, on my chest. It has like a really nice kind of iridescence to it when you first put it on the skin. Feels really great. So I've been using this before my moisturizer, and then I will put on the starting over. So that's pretty much my day routine. Sometimes I put on an eye cream during the day, sometimes I don't. If you watched one of my videos, you saw I bought the Kinerase, the Restructure Firming Eye Cream. I do like this one. I don't know that I notice it doing anything. It doesn't irritate my eyes though, which is a good thing because some eye creams do. If I'm going to wear it during the day, I just put it underneath for some moisture. In the evening, I'll put it all over my eye, on the eyelid. Another product that I totally skipped, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm all over the place with this video because I feel like I said, I have a lot of information I want to get out, but I feel like it's so much information that I'm not getting it out, if that makes sense. I did go ahead and pick up the Origins United State Balancing Tonic, which is just a toner. You can see how much I've used. I'm one of those people, if you've asked me personally, or I've talked about, I'm not a firm believer in toners. I only feel like they're really good for people with oily skin because they do kind of balance your natural pH, you know. We kind of learned back in school, I mean, you know, I'm talking 12, 13 years ago, that you could use witch hazel as, you know, a toner if you really need it. A lot of them in the stores are really drying and I don't think they work. Because though I can have some issues with acne once in a while and get an oily T-zone, I was like, let me just go ahead and try this for those days that I am feeling like I need one or to feel a little freshened up. So I bought this. I use this after I cleanse before the serum and I do really like it. So okay, moving on to nighttime, I would again wash my face. At night I use the Clarisonic with it. And then I would put on my serum. If, you know, I'd probably tone, sometimes not, and then I'd put on a serum. Well, I ended up buying the Perricone MD, the Blue Plasma. Again, I saw Lisa talk about this. I'd also seen it when, the end of last year when it first came out on Sephora's website. They always have like the new product showing in the front. So I was a little curious about it because I have tried Dr. Perricone's Cold Plasma. It gets great reviews, but I could not take the scent. Very strong scent. This does not have much of a scent. Most people would even say it doesn't have a scent. My sensitive nose, I notice a slight bit, but not every time. It's not enough or it's going to bother anybody, because if it was going to bother me, I would tell you. So you can see how much I've used of that, and this is just a really liquidy serum. It has, you know, an eyedropper. I just put that on. It's basically like a peel, kind of, it says, without being a harsh chemical. You can use it every day. Again, I will put the link below so that you can read more about it. I was interested in this because when I started the new system, I didn't want anything harsh on my skin for a while. Even though I've used retinol in the past, I wanted to kind of give my skin a little bit of a break. Now, I may incorporate my retinol back in at some point. I'll let you know, but for right now, I'm not. So this is kind of taking that place of any peels or anything for me. And I just put a little bit in my hand, put it all over. You need to let it dry completely. It will feel a little bit sticky and tacky, and then once that goes away, you'll know it's dry. So once it's dry, then you can put on your nighttime moisturizer. And for nighttime, I went ahead and purchased the Origins. This is the High Potency Nightamins, and it just says Mineral Enriched Renewal Cream. It's in a jar like this. This is one of their really popular sellers, so you've probably heard of it before. I can leave the little cap on it there. And it pretty much looks like the day cream, just a really thick cream. Again, has that little bit of citrus scent to it. I love this. I mean, it makes your skin feel so hydrated without feeling greasy. Let me just tell you all these products. I've tried to kind of use one thing and not another to see, you know, what is making my skin feel so great, because that's the thing with me. The biggest thing I've noticed is texture. I have a big texture problem. My skin always feels rough. My forehead has not felt so smooth in probably, you know, 15 years. I mean, so I don't know. I think it's a combination of all this, but I definitely think this makes my skin feel smooth. This definitely makes it feel smooth. I think just the combination of them together. I can use this. My skin feels great. When I don't use that and I just use this, it still feels great. So I can't really say I'm noticing a huge difference with this. Maybe if I stopped using it, I would. This is pretty pricey, but you use a very little amount. But all in all, my skin is just feeling really nice. It's not irritated at all. It feels really smooth. Now, I've not seen any big differences as far as taking away any of my sun damage or redness or, you know, wrinkles or anything like that. But I am, you know, I've only been using it a month. But I did want to update you guys because so many of you have been curious. You know, I've talked about it a lot, so you want to know what I'm using. I can honestly tell you I am totally sold on this line. Origins, you know, the products I've tried anyway. I intend to try more products. I'm totally sold on this line. Love them. If anybody knows anything about Origins, of course, they're, you know, as all natural as they can be, you know, no parabens. It gives you all the list of what they're free of, which is great. But my skin is feeling nice, and I appreciate those of you that said it's looking better. Of course, you know, like I said, I'm still using makeup, but you know, I don't think I'll ever be makeup free kind of person. But anyway, that's just my 1 month update. I will leave as much information in the bottom bar below as I can. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I know this video is a little bit all over the place, just because trying to get my thoughts together. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.